Welcome to the Wanderer 360 channel. Today we're looking at another MRE. This time it's from Chile. It's a Chilean DAF black line, big black line across the front. They also do some red ones. 1500 calories. These are for the Chilean police. Quite hard to get hold of. Certainly don't see very many of them around. So let's see what we have. Good sized plastic bag, 3-year shelf date, and quite an interesting thing. On there, you can see it, elaborated in lines that also process. So I'm not sure what elaborated is, obviously it's a translation issue. So let's see what we have in it. Tear tab that doesn't tear. So let's see what we have. As ever, pull things out at random. 25 grams of coffee. Apricots in syrup. Feels like more syrup than apricots. More coffee. Sugar. A DAF spork. And a paper napkin. Big cracker. Galletta crochetted. I can't even do that. Big cracker. Very vacuum packed. Another retort pouch. This is the Salmon Paella. Slightly out of date, but we'll give it a shot. Flameless ration heater, helpfully not to be eaten. We all know someone that must have eaten that at some point. Peanuts with raisins, again, very vacuum packed. Berries with jam. I can feel one berry. That's quite a large pouch for putting on the crackers, I guess. And finally, isotonic drink pineapple flavour. Again, out of date, but we'll give it a shot. That probably is not going to work that well. That's really hard. So that's the unboxing. We'll now do the fun bit, which will be the tasting it. So we'll be back in a while. Welcome back. This is the fun part. We're going to try eating and tasting the Chilean DAF MRE. So I have tried already to use the heater, flameless ration heater that came with it, which did absolutely nothing for 5 minutes. So I gave up and I've heated it in a pan on the stove. Just as I was sorting all that out, the flameless ration heater sprung to life for some reason. So obviously I'm too impatient. But let's see what the Salmon Paella is like first. So good tear notches. Actually tears. And we're going to empty it into the bowl, see what it's like. So not the world's biggest amount in there. Pack does come with a spork. So we'll try that. We'll see how it is. So I'm a massive fan of paella. Never had a salmon paella before. This is about a year past its best sell-by date, best before date, but it still looks pretty good. Good and hot. Definitely salmony. We have some prawns and peas. Quite a few prawns. The rice is cooked well. That's a good dish. I say a year past its best before date, but still good. I've got a big chunk of salmon there. good big chunks of salmon. That is good. So we'll pop that to one side and we'll quickly try and get the coffee on the go. Anyone that has watched these before knows I'm not a fan of instant coffee, but we'll give it a shot. That's going to be too hot to eat, so I'm going to set that aside and I'm going to have a look at the crackers now. Big cracker, two little crackers, two of them, very tightly packed. Tear notch at the top, so let's hear the hiss from the vacuum packing. So, quite a hard cracker. Let's have a taste. It's kind of almost got a bit of almond in that, but it's in good condition. It's bone dry, tastes good. So let's try the berries jam. Feels very liquidy, this. So let's open it, which is proving quite tricky to open. Resort to the knife. And squeeze this out. I haven't squeezed it all out, but that is very runny. Let's see what it goes like in the crackers. It does taste of strawberries. You can see lumps of strawberries in it, but it's a long way from what I'd call jam. So paella good, cookies okay, jam not very jammy at all. So let's have a taste of the coffee. Quite bitter. It's instant coffee. I kind of guess that's what you expect. So let's see what else we have. We have, everything is falling over. This is really not a good video. Sorry guys. Apricots and syrup, which again seems to be quite liquidy. This time it does open. And this is closer to jam than the jam was, really. So, apricots and jam. Not apricots, just apricots and syrup. Some good sized apricots in there. They're still good. Quite soggy. I think the crackers would probably go better in this than they would the jam. And yes, they do. So, the last thing is peanuts with raisins. Again, vacuum packed. It seems to be a solid block of raisins and peanuts. There's quite a few in there. I think there should be more called raisins with the occasional peanuts. Peanuts are still good, unsalted. The raisins look like they've got quite hot at some point. Almost looks like peanut brittle. The raisins have they've got a good taste, but they seem to have lost most of their shape. Perfectly edible. Not the best I've had, but perfectly edible. So we have one last thing, which is the isotonic drink, pineapple flavour. And again, this is quite hard. I'm going to try and break it up in the packet a little bit. Best before November 2022, so we're a little bit out of date. But usually you can get away with it, but it seems potentially not this time for this MRE. I'm not sure how I'm even going to get this in here, to be honest. And now the backdrop's fallen over again. Give that a shake. Tastes vaguely of pineapple-y, but I think that's because it's gone past its best. So I did notice when I opened this, there was no exterior date on the packaging, so you've got to be quite careful about that. The main course, the paella, is really good. I'm going to finish that off camera, even though I have spilt some of it on the new backdrop. The cookies are good. The jam, I'm not quite sure what's happened to that, but that wasn't particularly good. It wasn't off. The apricots were good, and the peanut brittle, that's not peanut brittle, is okay. But I think on these, be quite careful with the expiry date. But in general, I've quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed the paella, even though I did spill a lot of it. So please consider watching and subscribing and liking. Thank you, and I'll be doing more of these. Thank you.